Good morning, sugar beet lovers. This is Beet Farmin Mitch, and we got a two-a-day today. You know, there's a lot of sports you have like a two-a-day practice, and that's really, those are some tough days. And you know what? We're kind of have a two-a-day harvest day today. We got sugar beets and wheat, so buckle up, buttercup. Welcome to the Red River Valley of North Dakota. A land flowing with milk and honey. You're watching Beet Farmin Mitch. Well, the sugar beets are looking pretty good for this time of year. So I'm at the topper tractor here. We're gonna fire it up. This is my dad's job, and this tractor is new to us, so we've been having to do a little figuring on how to get the GPS to work and all that, and it's a little complicated, so I'm gonna ride with him for a little bit and we're gonna get her dialed in. So my dad's not quite here yet, but we're gonna fire up and get things warming up. Thank you for watching Beet Farmin Mitch today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow just like a sugar beet. But anyway, a common sugar beet misconception I have, and even people who live around here locally, is a lot of people think we just grow sugar beets. No, we wouldn't be able to do that on the soil. There's too much disease. It just wouldn't be good. So I'm a family farmer in the Red River Valley of North Dakota. So we grow a number of crops. I farm with my dad, my uncle, and my two brothers. We grow wheat, edible beans, sugar beets, corn, soybeans. And that's pretty much it this year. But we rotate everything. So we'll pull up a sugar beet. This is one of the best sugar beet crops I think I've ever seen for this time of year. And we'll see what we got. Oh, nothing. So it's really dry up here. We could really use the rain. There's actually a chance tomorrow. So I was having a tough time getting the sugar beet pulled up because the ground is frozen around it. Not literally, it's just dry. Look at that monster. That is a monster beet. So I'm in a pretty green patch here, and actually out there is probably a more accurate pull, but I'm not gonna walk out there and get soaking wet, because when you walk through beet leaves in the morning, your pants get wet. So in the main field, they're probably a little bit smaller, probably a little higher sugar percentage too, but they are large right here on the edge. Here comes the crew. So this is my dad, Dan the man, and he's gonna get this tractor dialed in today.
Well, it looks like we're on the right line, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, you're on the right line.
I don't think we need to touch that back there.
Yeah, no, that looks pretty good.
I'll get through before it gets to the end.
Well, since it's August and sugar beet pre-pile and wheat harvest are coinciding, we're gonna dig beets this morning, and I'm gonna go get the combines ready, and we're gonna shift gears into combine and wheat. There's nothing like a nice field of wheat stubble. So I got our big bad service truck and trailer here, and not a whole lot we have to do. A little bit of greasing, fuel, blow some air filters out, different things, double check everything. But we're gonna get the 3 combines good to go, and hopefully we start thrashing soon. First thing I'm gonna do, blow out the air filter and the radiator. That one was a little dusty. So as you can see, when I was blowing that out, the first combine was much dustier than the second one. They both had similar runtime yesterday, and were both cleaned out good before. Uh-oh, I forgot my real wedding ring on today. I usually wear those silicone ones to work, so there's a good chance I don't go home with this finger, but I got a few more. So this is an 8240, okay? So it is a class 8 combine, and it is a 240 series. So the 240 series has a much, much better air system. This is a blower. Basically, that's an intake for air, and it gets chaff and dust out of there, so it runs a lot more clean, dust-free air. And if we go over here, we've got the 9230. So this is a class 9 combine, so it is bigger class. It's a 230 series, so it's actually an older combine. And you can see it's got the old style radiator and rotary screen on here. And this one inhales a lot more dust and chaff throughout the day. Much improved in the 240 series. But I would say with the 8240, I actually can go a little bit faster than this combine. So we had a electrical harness go out in an 8240. So the case dealer in town has lent us an 8250, so it's a class 8 combine 250 series. So this is newer than the 230 and the 240 series. There was a lot of improvements made from the 230 to the 240. I really like the 240 series, but from the 240 to the 250 series, there's also a very big jump. The focus more with these machines is actually automation, right? So this one, there is ways to kind of set it so it maximizes how much grain you want, and there's different automation features, so that kind of combines automatically on its own more. Obviously you still have to be in there operating it, but a lot more automation. And the 250 series still has kind of the same air deal as the 240 series, so I'm really glad they invented that. But yeah, name of the game with the 250 is more towards the direction of automation. But I'm gonna finish servicing these up. I just blew them out. I gotta fuel them up, grease them, kind of look over things. But we'll see you in the combine in 3, 2, 1.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
I remember back in the 2388 days, which wasn't that long, a few years ago for me, you know, you had to steer by hand, you know, control a bunch of stuff by hand, header height, there's a lot of things. But actually, we got auto steer running, we've got this cruise control on the combine engine load, auto header height. I still gotta adjust these things and watch it the whole time, but when it's good standing wheat, there's not a ton of adjustments that need to be made. Well, we got Jason in the grain cart over there, and he's keeping up with that 800 bushel grain cart with 3 big combines. Boy, this thing sure unloads fast. Nice wheat crop this year. Things are going good, cutting pretty nice. Straw's a little tough, but the grain is there. So I mentioned this is the 8250, so I wasn't quite used to this operating screen. Took me a little bit to get used to it, but I kind of set everything like our other combines. And I've got this cruise control button, and so you can set how you want it. We're setting at 95% engine load, and typically it actually runs more like 85 to 95. So I was running at 90, and then it was a little too low, so I figured 95. But yeah, there was a few new buttons here for me. This one has vanes, the cage vanes, that you can adjust them from the cab, as well as the preset. Normally that's just a handle in the back. So it's still a Pro 700 screen, but it's different kind of layout with this whole automation deal. Actually, this is kind of a little combine diagram. The grain goes through the rotor, gets busted out, and then it makes its way down into the shoe and up into the grain hopper. Tuna salad kit, lunch to go. I used to have the Bumblebee brand ones, and I'll be honest, those were a little rough at times, a little mayo-y, I think, a little too much mayo. But this is some good high quality tuna, so we're gonna mix this up as a nice little combine and snack. So you just mix her in. Dip and go. Found the wrong pipe. Wouldn't that be a way to go? You know, that's one thing. A person never knows when their last day on Earth is. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. The cracker is stuck in my throat. But I suppose when it's my time, I have peace about it. I'm locked and loaded, but, you know, faith, family, farming. That's what I live for. And the first part of that, faith, my faith in Christ, gives me peace about death. Not that I want to die, but something to think about. And my second part, family. You know, I'm married with a baby, and man, we have a good time. And that's one of the hardest parts about farming too, is, you know, I say faith, family, farming, but this time of year, if I do a time chart, the farming takes up most of my time. So that gets hard. So are you a Christian trying to navigate this stuff as well? Let me know if you have any advice and throw it in the comments, because I'd love to learn and hear what you have to say. We love the Lord. The harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. There's just something about running Case IH at this light level with the lights on. It looks really cool. I wish I could send the drone up, but I kind of got my hands. We are just wrapping her up for the night. Let's go ahead and fold up our hopper and our auger, and then we got some dusty windows, so we're gonna get the California dash duster out and wipe them down. Well, everyone, this is Beet Farmin Mitch. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to keep it sweet.